just outside of the city gates of Augustine, Florida, lies the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States. Right here. And we are going to go in and check it out today on my day off. I went here once on a field trip when I was a little girl, probably 40 years ago, giving my age away. But we're going to check it out again because I don't remember it, and it looks really cool, and I love historical things. So let's go. This is the courtyard of the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States. And they have busts of, I guess, famous educators that they'd like to honor here. You can go around and read about all of them. There's actually a well here that I assume was like a working well at one point. It goes way down there. Don't want to drop my phone in there. And then this is the outside of the oldest schoolhouse in the USA here in St. Augustine, Florida. So let's go in and check it out. As we enter the oldest schoolhouse, this is the front room, and it looks like it was just a sitting area. Where's the heavy chain that it says is to anchor down the building in times of strong winds?
Thank you. Yeah,
Schoolhouse.
Want to know the rules? Teachers each day will fill lamps and clean the chimneys.
Oh, there's too many rules.
Each teacher will bring a bucket of water and a scuttle of coal for the day's session. Use your pens carefully. You may whittle nibs to the individual taste of the tools.
Okay, that's too much. I couldn't go here. So here's something interesting. It says, note the original Tabby floor. Crazy that we're walking on the original floor.
Oh, there's a mirror reception. Oh, so fancy.
It looks like school is in session.
Well, go to the mid-1800s. I say that because this is how the nation's oldest wooden schoolhouse looked at that time, and our clothing is of that period.
We was dressed this way in 1931 by graduates of the class of 1864 during the class reunion.
That's right, Johnny. They also decorated this little school the way they remembered it when they were here. As a matter of fact, on the back wall, there are some photographs of the class taken at that reunion and the class roll. The school itself was built sometime before 1763.
During the first Spanish period.
Very good, Johnny. The school is built of cypress and cedar with handmade nails and wooden pegs. This is the oldest wooden structure in St. Augustine, and it has never been reconstructed.
The first pupils were Minorcan. They came here to learn English. Now we learn arithmetic and other stuff as well as reading and writing.
Some boys and girls learn their arithmetic, Johnny. Johnny did not do his homework. He hasn't learned his 6 times multiplication table, and that's why he's wearing the dunce cap.
But Professor, I had to chop wood last night to bring to school.
I see.
It costs 12.5 cents a day for us to get our learning. If our parents don't have money, we bring wood for the fire or food for the professor and his family.
And what do we call that kind of arrangement, Johnny?
A barter system?
That's correct. Well, you do know your economics. However, you'll wear that dunce cap until you learn your 6 times table.
Boy, if this school taught fishing, I'd make an A easy.
Young man, this is no laughing matter. Hold your tongue or you know where you'll go.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sometimes the children are unruly in class, and they must spend time under the stairway there until they decide to behave. We call it the dungeon. The stairs themselves are too old and narrow to allow visitors to go up safely, but there is a mirror so you can see how my wife and I live. While I strive to educate the children, my wife keeps busy with her duties upstairs in our living quarters or in the kitchen outside. She also takes care of the garden, which we hope you will visit. Well, you can now consider yourselves graduates of the old schoolhouse. Be sure to pick up your diploma as you leave.
Can I get a diploma too, Professor?
Well, I think you have a few years of school left, Johnny, but perhaps you can move up to work with the older, more advanced students soon and have your own quill pen.
Wow!
Thank you for coming to visit. Don't forget your diploma and enjoy your stay in the nation's oldest city.
Bye!
This is the dungeon that the narrator was just speaking about, where unruly students were placed for punishment. And here's a picture back in the day of someone actually in there. That's pretty crazy. And then up these narrow stairs that we're not allowed up. I'm not sure what's up there, but it looks scary. I think I'm just frightened of getting punished and put in a dungeon now.
Check this out. See that? No, in the cricket.
Yeah?
Look at that.
Oh wow. How crazy is that?
That's crazy.
That's probably, what would you say, 1800s?
Oh. Right. Yeah.
Wow. Here's a picture of the class of 1864, and they had their reunion here in 1931. And that's all of them here at the oldest wooden schoolhouse having their reunion. How cool is that? 1864. Right here where we're standing. And that's their names. Everyone that was here. And then these are artifacts that the schoolhouse has. It's like some slates and some pencils, some inkwells.
Well, well, good to see you. Welcome to the old school and to the mid-1800s. I say that because this is how the nation's oldest wooden schoolhouse looked at that time, and our clothing is of that period.
We was dressed this way in 1931 by graduates of the class of 1864 during the class reunion. Wood for the fire or food
Looks
for
out
the
onto St.
professor
George
and his
Street.
family.
And what do we call that kind of arrangement, Johnny?
Barter system?
That's correct. Well, you do know yours are too old and narrow to allow visitors
So we figured
to
out
go
that
up
the
safely,
upstairs
but
was
there is a
actually
mirror
the
so you
living
can see how my
quarters.
wife and I live.
You can't go up there right now, but they have a few photographs to show you what it would look like.
Upstairs in our living quarters, or
And
in
the
kitchen
teacher and
outside.
his family would live
She
up there.
also takes care of the garden, which we hope you will visit. Well,
Here is the kitchen. It wasn't used as a cafeteria, it says, and it was kept separate from the oldest wooden schoolhouse in case it caught fire, that the house of the school would be safe. And it says to note the whitewash on the original boards, which is that. And it looks pretty cool in here. There's a fireplace. All kinds of yummy looking food these pioneer people are about to make.
This is where the teachers cooked their food. The students brought their own lunches.
Well, I would be mad because I'd want to eat something out of here. I don't know about you, but this is cool. So here we are at the back side of the kitchen, right, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the teacher's wife would prepare all the meals for him and her, because the kids brought their lunch evidently. She also tended to the herb gardens out here. And I just thought it was cool to notice the chain. I'm thinking that's one of the chains they were talking about that would hold the buildings in place during strong winds. And if you had to do your business, I suppose this is where the magic would happen. So even if you just wanted to sit out here and relax for a few minutes to get away from the hustle and bustle of St. George Street, it's a really nice place to do so. It's quiet and peaceful back here. They have a little gift shop, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but the admission fee is only $5 to come in. And you can take your time and just look around and enjoy. Is school in session? Ring the bell. See if. Oh no. Well, I guess school's not in session then. Oh look, it says to be sure to pick up your diploma as you exit through the gift shop. Classic Florida, exit through the gift shop. But I'm gonna get a diploma. Why not? He's got to try it again. He heard someone else ring it. Oh, come on. Give a little elbow grease. There you go. Gonna pick up our diplomas since we went to the oldest wooden schoolhouse museum and gardens. We graduated finally. That's going to do it for our trip out to the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States in St. Augustine, Florida. Thanks again for joining me on my day off, and we will see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Bye.